Hi there, I am Dory Jo Stoll with Prairie Scraps, and you are coming on into day 6 of 30 days of handmade, homemade Christmas gifts. So welcome, welcome. I hope that you've already done this, but make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell down below to get notifications when I go live. If you are thinking of, if you would like to support my channel a little bit further, go ahead and join the membership. Because if you're watching this actually right now, it's because you are a member of my channel. And so you get to see video and content ahead of time, sometimes even before I do a little bit of addition and things like that on it. So you're kind of like the first to see, and you get to see some of the behind the scenes. And as we get into Christmas, you'll get to see some of my presents that I give to my family because I won't publish them. They're not members, so it's all yours. It'll be content you get to see only as a member. So I appreciate you coming on in here. Today's gift is going to be one of my favorite things to make, and that is t-shirts. And I think the reason I like to make t-shirts is, one, ink is so very easy to work with and forgiving, which even though it's permanent, it's easy to work with. And two, it's so satisfying. It goes quick and easy. So I hope today's project will be something that you'll embrace, and let me know if I can help you figure out what to do for your first project. We have a ton of our B-size transfers. This is the one I'm going to use today, Life Without Coffee. And it's got some coffee beans on there, and it says Depresso. And so I have this on one of my own t-shirts. It's one of my favorites. So I'm going to be making this one up for a special gift. If you know that person that loves coffee, why not give them a t-shirt that says it? But we've got lots of options. There's like, I'm in my auntie era. That would be wonderful for the auntie. There is like, I'm trying to think of some of the ones that I was kind of paging through. I actually have been holding out. There's a vintage deer transfer, and I'm thinking about that it would make a good t-shirt too. Basically, any of our B-size transfers would make good. Let me see if I can find it. Nope. No luck. I thought it was right there. It's not. So any of our B-size transfers would be really a great option. They're 8.5 by 11. So if you can imagine a piece of printer paper, that's basically what we have here. So I am going to go ahead. Oh my goodness, I've got things everywhere here. I don't know what's going on. All right, I went ahead and got my t-shirt. It is a large, so I'm doing a large, but you can do any size that you would like. And I like to lay it out. I put there's an ink mat on the inside. It's a little bit sticky. This one I have used hundreds and hundreds of times. They are wearing out. But you could also use a piece of cardboard, or even the craft stores carry those forms for them. And because it's going on fabric, you do not have to worry about fuzzing your transfer like any of the other ones. And so I'm just going to fold it back on itself here, not on the sticky side. Don't get the sticky sides set together. And I'm going to find the middle point of my transfer by just giving a little crease to it. And that will help me kind of find the center point. And like I said, what I want to do is just get everything. I'm sorry, I'm going to be doing this upside down because I kind of like to see where the shirt is landing. And I'm not pressing it down yet because I do want to measure this one. I do have some alignment tools for doing this, and it goes around the neck and kind of gives you the center point. But I've been finding with these t-shirts, the way they're made these days, they aren't very square, or, I don't know what to say. They have seams in the wrong places. So sometimes a little bit of eyeballing goes a long way. So I'm just taking my measuring tape measure here and just trying to get it straight. I actually think I'm up a little bit on one side here. And then I will go side to side. Sometimes you can do by hand, actually. See how that works? Like I can just put my hand there and see that I'm a little bit further to one side than the other. And the biggest thing we're just trying to do is get that it's nice and centered on the transfer, so I don't have to worry about where is it or picking out or weeding or any of those kinds of things. I can just go ahead and use this. And I'm going to roll up my sleeves because it's stinking warm in here. It's freezing outside. It's freezing in my house, and I'm like, I'm going to go curl up in the camper for this. So I do. This is my YouTube channel, but I also usually am on Prairie Scraps on Facebook as well. And my crafting place is a 1953 Airstream, a little bitty one of the popular ones. And so I feel very fortunate. It was my grandfather's at one time, and just going to put my hands here to see where they land. That looks about right. All right. And again, I'm doing the finger test and eyeballing to make sure I have the same amount of space. And it looks to me like it is. So I'm going to put this down, make sure that all the bubbles are out. There are little itty bitty things on here. So anyway, it was sitting in our backyard because we had outgrown our little Airstream, and we have a bigger Airstream that we refabbed or redid. And and I did a tour on my channel too, if you would like to see the tour of it. But anyway, I needed space. I don't have a place to do the crafting, and I asked my husband if he'd wheel around the Airstream to the front driveway and hook it up so that I could do it, and he did. And here I am, like 3 years later. But I if it seems a little weird, I am just stacked to the rims here, as literally stacked to the rims with crafting stuff. And of course, right before a craft show, I am a little crazy. So I try not to be, and I actually just kind of walked out of the house tonight because my husband decided to butcher a deer tonight or process a deer tonight. And I think he was thinking I would help him. He didn't ask. And I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm like, I can't stop to do this. I need to do crafting. It's my work right now. So anyway, needless to say, I'm excited to crafting is a therapy. It's nice, and relaxing. I'm just squeegeeing this over. You can see kind of those little dots and making sure it gets into the transfer. The ink is permanent. What I'm going to do, if you didn't see my other ink projects, I did make some oven mitts with ink, and what you want to do is let it cure for 24 hours after this. And then I will take an iron and for about 4 minutes, press it at the highest heat that I possibly can with a piece of parchment paper over it, and it will be good to go. You can wash and dry it. No worries. You don't have to turn it inside out. It will not fall off. We have many, many t-shirts and flannels in our house and that have been inked, and none of them have ever fallen apart. So sometimes, and I don't know why this is, but sometimes a little area might get a little bit of, it'll look like it's not got anything on it. So I don't know if the t-shirt just soaks up different in different places, or if it looks like it and then I forget about it. So just go back, take a look at it, and take your time. You don't have to worry about it drying out in the transfer. It won't peel it back. It will only do that if it's not there. So anyway, I'm going to close this. This is Dune, is the color. It's kind of like an off-white, little bit darker than an off-white. It's probably one of my favorites for colored t-shirts, although you could do any color you want. The other color that's really nice on t-shirts is white, but because we're talking about coffee, I just thought the coffee would look nice. This transfer looks really good with shimmer copper or shimmer gold as well on t-shirts. So this is just perfectly made, I think, for making t-shirts this size. And I'm just going to peel it back nice and easy, making sure I got all the areas. And unlike using, oops, that E does not look like it's on there. So what I'll do is I will put it back down very carefully and then try to squeegee a little bit more onto that E and get it down better, because we don't want our E not done. That would not be good. Actually, you know what I think I'm going to do is the tool. I'm just going to use a smaller on the E, top of the E here, top of the E. So Anyway, I just love ink because it's such a long lasting. I have done this, like, we were foster parents. See that E got totally fixed. I'm seeing now that my O is not done correctly. So now I'm going to fix the O right at the top. Again, sometimes I think it's just the fabric of the t-shirt. It just doesn't pick it up. It picks it up weird sometimes and maybe soaks in a little bit more. So I don't have a whole lot of faith anymore in, and there, that's all we did was lay it back down and fix it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, right? Isn't that good? It's so clear. It looks like, professionally done. And what a great Christmas gift. I think t-shirts are great for guys. I know my husband always enjoys getting one for Christmas. Um, but let me show you that. That is it. I will put the camera back up so we can see it at full picture. But these make great gifts for teenagers, for boys, for girls, men, anything. You could personalize it for whoever it is. And our B-size transfers are usually the safest to use for t-shirts, unless you can clearly see, like there is I think it's a C size for the Grinch one that's out right now, resting Grinch face. That one is a C size transfer. So just take a look through our transfers. If you're looking to personalize it, and let me know what you think, or let me know if I can help you pick out a project. But you can see under 10 minutes, I made a t-shirt. It's ready to go. All I have to do now is dry this and then iron it tomorrow, and it will be good to go. So I appreciate you popping in. Make sure you do all the things. Share it out if you have a chance, and make sure you give it a little thumbs up for me. That helps my channel. And oh, stay tuned. I'm going to be having my own website pretty soon to purchase from. So let me know if you are interested in that. Put web, and I will get you in. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a very blessed day and keep on crafting.